Hello and good evening. My name is Austin Kratz, and today we are going to give a recommendation for upper management. We will be covering three softwares and what we think is the best for the situation. So this presentation is called Software Development Proposal, Waterfall, Agile, or Off the Shelf. So the goal of this presentation is to recommend the best approach for developing a new software solution that meets the needs for our organization while considering factors like costs, time to deploy, and long-term benefits. A quick overview of the options. First, we have waterfall development. It's a traditional method where each phase must be completed before moving on to the next. Next, we have agile development is a more flexible approach that delivers incremental value that can easily adapt to any changing needs as we go on. And finally, off-the-shelf software. This is ready-made software purchased from a vendor that can be quickly deployed but may lack a lot of customization to meet any specific business needs we may have. A couple key factors we need to consider here. First being cost. This can be the initial investment, long-term maintenance, and potential hidden costs. Second, we have time to deploy. This includes how quickly the solution can be implemented and start delivering value. Third is customization, the extent to which this software can be tailored to meet our specific needs as a company. And last but not least, flexibility. This is something to consider here, how easily the solution can adapt to changes in the business processes or technology. As we all know, things will change as time goes on, so it's important that these are very flexible. Now going to the approach we're going to take. We're going to evaluate each option in terms of its benefits and risks before making any final recommendation. Then we will give you the final recommendation. So, this is the waterfall system development process. It's a nice little step-by-step task. Usually it's called waterfall because it falls down. I made it like this just because I ran out of room. But we will start with the first step, the requirement analysis. The purpose of this is to understand and document the system requirements in detail. The outcome is a comprehensive requirement document outlining what the system should do. Some key considerations with this step would be involving the stakeholders early, but assume requirements won't change. Next, we moved down the waterfall to system design. Purpose of system design is to translate requirements into a detailed blueprint for the system's architecture and components. Outcome of the step will be have detailed diagrams and technical specifications. Some key considerations when on the step is we need to focus on planning every detail up front. And after that, we go down the waterfall to implementation. Purpose of this is develop and code the system based on design documents. Outcome of this step is a functional system or software product. Some key considerations during this step is development happens in a linear manner without iterations. And after implementation, we move down the waterfall to the testing step. Purpose of this is to verify the system meets requirements and functions correctly. Pretty self-explanatory. Outcome of this, again, pretty self-explanatory, but a fully tested and validated system. Some key considerations to keep in mind that is testing happens after coding it or creating the system. This increases the risk of finding major issues pretty late in the process, but that is why it's so important. After testing, we deploy it. Purpose of this is to deliver the system to the end users for operational use. Outcome is a fully operational system in the production environment. And then last, we have our maintenance. This is just ongoing support, making sure everything fixes as new stuff comes on. Things are going to change, but it's important just to keep it updated. Now we'll go over buying versus building software. So I have it into two categories here: buying off the shelf software and building the custom software. Some pros we have for buying is it's a quick deployment, it's lower initial costs, and there is vendor support. Cons, not as much customization. We are pretty dependent on the vendor, and there is potential for high costs long term. Whereas building custom software, kind of the exact opposite. The pros are it is tailored to our needs, very customizable. We have full control. We are independent from any vendors, which can be good or bad, and gives us a competitive advantage because we are the only person using this custom software. Some cons are high development costs. It takes a very long time to deploy, and risks of changing requirements. Agile development is a flexible and iterative approach to software development. It focuses on collaboration, adaptability, and delivering incremental values. Some core principles of this development is customer collaboration. There's frequent feedback and active involvement of stakeholders. Iterative progress. Development occurs in small cycles or sprints with regular deliverables. And finally, flexibility. It's easy to accommodate any changes that may come during this process. Some benefits include faster time to market with regular releases, higher quality products due to continuous testing and feedback, and increased customer satisfaction through active involvement. And then on the DevOps support side, just an overview of this. Integrates developments, which is the dev part of that, and operations, which is the ops. So DevOps is development and operation teams to streamline software delivery and infrastructure management. Some core principles that come with this is continuous integration, or CI. This is regular merging code changes into a shared repository to detect issues early on. And then we have the continuous delivery, or CD, automating the release process to ensure rapid and reliable deployment. And finally, we have the monitoring and feedback. Tools and practices to monitor the system performance and gather insights for improvements. Quickly, some benefits we have is reduced downtime and accelerates deployment cycles, enhances collaboration between development and operation team, and improves scalability and reliability of software solutions. After considering everything, we are going with the recommendation of the Agile development. Why it was chosen, one big thing was alignment of organizational goals. It delivers incremental values, allowing for early and frequent feedback from stakeholders, which I think is very important because we don't want to get to the end of the thing and it's not what the stakeholders want. Another important thing is it adapts to changing business needs. This is critical in a dynamic environment. It allows us for faster time to market, which ensures competitive advantage. Some benefits over the other options when compared to waterfall. It's just better suited for projects with evolving requirements, and it just reduces the risk of costly redesigns this way. When compared to off-the-shelf, it provides a more tailored solution without vendor lock-in, offering a long-term competitive advantage. We don't want to be stuck with one vendor or stuck relying on them too much and their support's not great. Couple of risks. Our first risk is the potential for scope creep due to ongoing changes. Easy mitigation for this is strong project management and clear prioritization of deliverables. Risk 2 I identified was requires skilled team and stakeholder environments. A mitigation for this is just provide training and establish regular communication channels. This is the process we took to decide. We took the evaluation of our needs and then we compared it to the other options, as you can see as I kind of outlined here. Next, we're going to go over some assumptions and next steps. Some key assumptions we have here. Organizational involvement. We're assuming the stakeholders are available and willing to provide continuous feedback. That is essential for this. Team expertise. We're assuming the development team has or can quickly gain the necessary skills to adopt these practices. Budget and resources. We are assuming the organization has sufficient budget and resources to support the cycles without any delay here. Scalability needs. We're assuming the solution will need to scale the organization and grows and makes adaptability a key factor. We're assuming here, I guess, there is flexibility in the timelines to accommodate this process. Moving on to next steps, we need to assemble a team. We need to conduct initial planning with this team. Maybe bring in a project manager, depending how big this project is going to be. Develop a roadmap for short and long-term deliverables. We need to training and resources. We need to provide the necessary training for the team members and the stakeholders. And we need to monitor progress. We need to set up key performance indicators to measure success, customer satisfaction, and time. Finally, our conclusion and final thoughts. Like I said, we went with the agile deployment as our option. Why this works best for us is it offers flexibility to adapt to evolving needs, combines tailored solutions with efficient processes, ensures alignment of organization goals. Looking ahead, immediate benefits of this: faster delivery of functional components, continuous stakeholder involvement and alignment and satisfaction. Whereas the more long-term advantages are we're future-proofing our development approach to kind of meet the changing market demands. That is all I have for today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope everyone has a great night.